How's it going, Aries? Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be doing a reading today for your sun, moon, and your rising sign for the second half of July of 2023. Keep in mind, the messages are general, and I'm reading for a broad spectrum of people. So, if the message does resonate with you, take that message as your own. If it does not, discard it and let it be. All right. Other than that, Aries, let's jump into the reading. We're going to start with some oracle cards here. All right. First three cards we have intuition, trickster, and self-study. Intuition, trickster, and self-study. So immediately off the bat, what I'm getting is that you need to tap into your intuition, because your mind can play tricks on you, and your gut is always going to give you the right guidance, the right direction. And the way you do that is through self-study, self-analysis, trying to integrate your intuition into your daily life. And the better you get at self-study, self-awareness, the less your mind will be playing tricks on you. Another note that is very important is to live in truth. Say what you do and do what you say. Because it's very easy to be manipulated. It's very easy to manipulate yourself if your words don't match your actions. And so you don't need to, but I would advise you to tap into your intuition and self-analysis and really dive into the inner aspects of self when it comes to any situation you're going through in life. Any situation you're going through in life. We have nurture. So that is on top of the intuition card. So God is telling you to nurture your intuition. Nurture that divine essence within yourself that guides you in certain directions. We have strength over the trickster card. Strength. You have the ability to overpower these manipulative thoughts that are so intrusive, these self-defeating thoughts. So you might be at this time really feeling down on yourself. You might be feeling not so much down on yourself, but there might be some self-doubt in you, Aries. And this self-doubt is created through the trickster, the archetype of the trickster. And overlapping that is the strength card. So you have the you have the strength embodied inside of you to really negate everything that is false and get to the truth of the matter. And the truth of the matter is always that you're worthy, that you're abundant, that you're divine, but are you acting on those? Are you acting in that fashion? But that is your nature. And last but not least, we have self-study. And let's see what we got over self-study. We have guardian. So you are being watched over at this time in the spiritual realm. You are being watched over. You are being protected. And it's not only saying that you are being protected spiritually. When you have the ability to self-analyze, self-critique, because a lot of people, they don't like to critique themselves. And some others critique themselves a bit too much. And what I'm getting for you, Aries, is that you're a bit too self-critical. So when it comes to self-analysis, when it comes to looking at yourself, you tend to only look at your flaws. And that's great, because when you look at your flaws, you can find a way to change them and bring those flaws and remove those flaws, essentially. But at the same time, when you're focusing on your flaws, you're really drawing that vibration to you. And when you focus so much on the negative aspects of self, you forget your divinity. And so Spirit is saying for you, Aries, especially, you are a student of self-analysis, but you must really analyze and self-study the aspects of yourself that are divine, because you're always looking at the critical. Now, at the foundation of this, you can look at it as your spirit. Your spirit is the foundation of truth, of who you are. You are 1 in a million, right? What is the chances of a sperm hitting an egg is 1 in, I think, 500 million, some ridiculous number. So you are already divine in your nature. You keep forgetting that. And so self-analysis, the self-study card, followed by guardian, is telling you to guard yourself. Be that self-guardian that you need. Instead of always analyzing your flaws, why don't you lift up your virtues? Why don't you look at what you have rather than what you don't have? You can do a bit of both, but I feel a little imbalance here. A bit too self-critical. Alright, let's jump into the tarot and see what we got for you for the second half of July of 2023 for you, Aries. We're going to jump into the tarot. It's going to tell us a story about the energies that you are going through at this time. Wow, this is a beautiful reading. So Aries, first things first, we're going to look at this from a perspective, a broad perspective, all right? We have the moon and the sun card. We also have the world and the devil. And we also have the temperance. So right off the bat, off this 8-card spread, we have 5 major arcanas. So these 5 major arcana cards is a representation that the energy in your life at this time in the second half of July is very potent. You have balance in your life at this time. So although you are self-critical and you are always looking at your flaws and how to improve them, sometimes you might get stuck in that. You're finding a way out of that. And so you're also bringing the yin to the yang here. You're able to really look at the positive aspects of self, the positive aspects of your nature. You're reminding yourself of your divinity. And the Guardian card, overlapping self-study, can also reiterate that in the spiritual sense. So you do have guardians in the spiritual realm because you are a very spiritual person, Aries. We have Temperance here, which is a symbolic of you transmuting negative energies into positive situations. So although you might have felt a little bit off or a little bit distraught because of certain situations that you've been through, you are now balancing that energy, transmuting that energy into light. We have a lot of balance here, and balance is the best path that you can possibly be. Balance is the best path that you can possibly be in. We have the moon, we have the sun, we have the world. Everything that encompasses our reality is in this reading here. The sun, the moon, our world, the earth. Those are the three aspects. The Trinity, those three aspects of the moon, the sun, and the world is our reality. Is distinctively our physical reality. Without those three things, we would not have the reality we live in. And it's also on a spiritual level telling you that you're balanced in your mind, body, and spirit in the trinity of the man or the woman. You're balanced in that aspect. You're balanced in the physical reality. We also have the Devil card, so you are breaking chains. You are breaking past generational curses. You are breaking different ideals you once had about yourself, and you're starting to realize your divinity, like I said earlier. The Knight of Pentacles going towards the Temperance is telling us that you are offering yourself to a certain purpose, a certain mission. And this mission has been something that you've been thinking about for some time here, because we do have the Three of Wands, you looking out towards the future. You really planning on what you are going to do, what you want to do, but you've not necessarily put that in action yet, is what I'm getting here. We have all the energy necessary for you to give something of value in this world. And it's up to you now to put it into action, Aries. We're going to get one Archangel card to cap this reading off to really conclude this reading. If we can get an Archangel message to conclude this reading and wrap this entire reading up, Aries. So far, this has been a beautiful reading. If I conclude it myself here, what I see is that you're balanced in your energy, you're forthright in your movement, and you're making positive changes mentally, spiritually, and you are about to embark on the physical. And we have here, Four of Michael, insights that come from quiet meditation. So, at night, whenever you have that quiet time, that's when these ideas are going to come to you that are going to allow you to push that vision forward. So just remember that the second half of July, you're balanced in your energy. Your chakras are balanced. Even here with the Six of Pentacles, you can see that he's holding a weighted scale and it's balanced perfectly. So you are giving and receiving in a perfect manner. Your body's returning to homeostasis. You have the Sun card, the Moon card, and the World. And the Temperance is telling us that you're about to manifest some big things as long as you put it into action in the physical realm. Aries, this is your reading for the second half of July of 2023. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. God bless.